reforming the banks and regulation and financial services sectors. Motion 30. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Composite number 6. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Composite number 7. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Motion number 37. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Motion number 38. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Motion number 40. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Composite number 8. Those in favour? Against? Carried. Now I call on Councillor Eamon Maloney, who is supporting composite number 9.
Delegates, I'll be brief so as you can get to your chips and other things. Can I ask you to support this motion on behalf of my own branch, Tala East, deals with the issue of low pay and the protection of the minimum wage.
Could we have order for the Speaker, please?
You will understand that in the fallout of the post-Celtic Tiger years that some people are suffering. However, some other people are suffering even more. I'm thinking specifically in terms of those who have lost their jobs, those public servants whose wages have been cut, especially low-paid public servants, and those who are referred to in this motion, those who are on low pay. It's an interesting thing that the text of the motion talks about the abolition. I'm not suggesting that Fianna Fáil are going to announce with great fanfare in Dublin Castle that the minimum wage is to be abolished. Fianna Fáil are too smart to do that. They do it by stealth. And one of the greatest examples of how Fianna Fáil, with a little help from the Greens, are going to abolish the minimum wage of $8.65. Can I just take you back to a Dáil debate in which our party leader, Deputy Gilmore, in confronting the Taoiseach, Minister Coughlin, requested that there be an assurance that there would be no reduction in the $8.65 minimum wage. She refused to reply. And you can take the code from that those on low pay, that the minimum wage is going to be the next assault for this government, and to take people's wages down below what is legally the $8.65 minimum wage. It's interesting that an agency was set up by the government, National Employment Rights Authority, a very good organisation. They police the law, including the national minimum wage. And in 2008, in the report, this is their figures, by the way, not the Labour Party figures, 10% of employers, 10%, were paying below the legal minimum wage, 10%. I'm quite sure that 2 years since, in 2010, it'll be interesting to know the level of employers who are not paying or paying below the national minimum wage. In conclusion, can I just remind you, delegates, that at the very first, the founding meeting of the Labour Party, almost 100 years ago, 98 years ago in Clonmel, that one of the principles and one of the discussions at that meeting was a living decent wage. And here we are, almost 100 years, back in the city of Galway, talking about protecting the low paid. I ask you to vote in favour of the low pay and no change in the minimum wage. Thank you, delegates.